A door bevel is a small but important feature on any door. A door bevel is found here on any door, on most doors, to ensure that the door's edge is not catching on the door jamb when it's closing at this point. A door bevel is cut into the edge of the door. It doesn't show if you just look at it this way. You have a nice and even gap there, and you have a nice and even gap there, and then you can open the door. Let me just prop it open. But I'm telling you, if you measured from here to here, it would be and is shorter than if you measure from here to here. And I can show this to you with this square, just a carpenter square. If you put it against the door's edge, there's your door bevel. The missing wood, this gap here where my finger is, shows you can see the parquet flooring underneath. You can that shows you that much wood was cut away from the edge of the door to put the door bevel on this edge here. And the reason for it in geometry is, I can show you on a piece of paper. I cut away the bottom of the door on a hollow core door, and this is what came out from it. A little bit of cardboard, and so this is the bottom of the door. This is the face of the door with this wavy texture in it. So if I just grab this one and put it on a piece of paper like so, we know that a door, as it opens, it pivots somewhere here at this corner. So I'm gonna hold it down here, and I'm gonna put one pen here, so that's gonna be my pivot point, because that's where this hinge is. It's not exactly at this point, but that pivot point, the center point of the hinge, is close enough to that edge. Okay, so that's where I'm gonna hold one pen here, or a little bit in front of it, so that's gonna be pretty close to being perfect. And on the other side, you'll see what happens when there is no bevel on the door. This is just square stock. Okay, let me just put you on the tripod here so I can sit down, because I do need two hands for this. Fairly straightforward. Yes. Alrighty, so this blue pen, this is gonna be my hinge here, and with this pen here, I'm just gonna hold it. I'm just gonna hold it here at the point where there is no door bevel. The door bevel is cut here. Remember, if the hinge is here, the door bevel is opposite the hinge side. Yes, diagonally opposite. Hinge is here, door bevel is cut into this one in approximately that line. I know it's not a super visible line, but there you have it. It's a little better. So on this corner of the door, and I'm gonna have to hold my hand something like that. There's the circle that I can make with it. Okay, and I'm just going to change colors for the unbeveled doors corner, and I'm just going to hold this blue pen on there. Take a look at the difference. Let me get you off the tripod. There we have it. Two lines that are different, and you can repeat it on your own at home. It's super straightforward. Yeah, the ink I wasn't holding my hand steady. So there's your door bevel. So on an unbeveled door, this inside edge, if it's unbeveled, it turns on an arc that has a longer radius, because this side here, this side of the door here, is, if that's a straight line here and I put it back into its original position, that's shorter than going diagonally across the rectangle. It's a long rectangle, okay? What we actually have here is, where are my notes? Let me just get you here this sheet of paper. Oh, here it is. So, a door in cross section is a long rectangle, and like I said, from corner to corner along the diagonal, the door is longer than along its face, because what you see here is a right angle triangle. The door is, in this case, is a 30-inch door. 30-inch door is 762 millimeters, and it's an inch and 3/8 wide. It's a hollow core interior door, so that's 35 millimeters. And if you do your a square, b square, c square hypotenuse calculation here, you're gonna end up with a number that the length of the hypotenuse here is 762.8 millimeters. So that's 0.8 millimeters, about 1/16 of an inch longer than along the face of the door. Now, that 1/16 means that you're gonna have to cut the door down on a bevel, like so. And the saw set, I have a super faint pencil line there that you can see there, and I have a little square corner indicated there. That when you measure this 762 millimeters from there to there, it's not gonna get you, it's gonna get you there. It's not to scale, again, it's not 700 millimeters, but it's gonna get you just 0.8 millimeters there. It's not gonna get you there to the pencil line where the pencil line has been drawn to make a square corner, so it's gonna be less than that. And so that bevel angle is calculated by a little bit of trigonometry. That 0.8 millimeters along the diagonal is not the same as along the door face, but that's why I have this approximation sign there. But if you work with that 0.8 and you make that approximation, it's only going to be inaccurate to 1/3 of a millionth of a millimeter, okay? It's going to be, this door bevel here is going to be about 1.3 degrees. So that's what you need to set on your table saw or skill saw in most cases, okay? It's more than 1, it's less than 5, okay? So most skill saws have gradations to show angles 0, 5, 10, 15. So pick something between 0 and 5. 2.5 will do you just fine. So that's what I wanted to show you about door bevel. The actual bevel angle calculation and the actual amount of the shortening is a 6-step calculation. I'm going to shoot a totally new video about it.